got a Saturn 1998 SW1 with electric rear windows. Here's what happens. I try to put the window down. Here goes. Okay, it sounds like it's working, but it only goes that far, and then you can't get it up. You got to shove it up like that. So we're going to fix that. It's easy. So you don't have to touch the inner door panel. You have to take off the outer door panel, which is easy. You got to take this strip off, then this rubber strip here, then the handle, then the door panel. I'll show you how to do it starting with this strip right here. There's two screws holding in this little front panel on the door here. One of them is a T15 and one of them is a T30. We're going to start with the T15. Actually, the T30 is for the door panel. You just need the T15 now. Here we go. Taking this little strip off right here. Two screws. There's one. Other one's up here. One. Two. That's it. Now this little panel will come off. There it is. Now we have to get the rubber strip out on this side of the glass. This strip right here. We'll do that next. So I'm going to use a flat blade screwdriver, and I've taped some tape around most of it because we're going to pry underneath here, and we don't want to dent or scratch this fine panel. And I've also got a plastic putty knife. Actually, it's a little soft. A hard steel one would be better, but again, protect it with tape before you begin. So this baby, this piece of rubber snaps down, and you got to pry it up. Well, this one was easy. Okay, that's it. So the next step, before we can take the door panel off, we have to take off the handle right here. And there's only one pin holding it in. It's right there. Now, I might be able to get it with the fingernails. It's got two parts. Not quite. So I'm going to use a screwdriver to pop the outer part out forward. It'd be nice to pull on that from both sides at once. I saw a fellow on YouTube had made a special tool for this, but we'll get it. When it pulls out far enough, it makes it easy to remove the whole pin. So I'll struggle with this for a while. Okay, here's the solution to pulling that pin out. If you can get a wire cutter, or failing that, a wire cutter as a part of pliers, and put it on either side. Be careful not to cut through it because it's plastic, and then just pull. And then it pulls that center pin out, which allows the removal of the whole pin, and then the handle slides backwards and off. Or maybe it's forwards. Forwards and off. Okay, now we're ready to take the door panel off. Now, so there's 7 screws holding the door panel on. Here's the top one and the back, and we're going to use the T30 bit to remove those. I'm just going to put them in my drill and take off number 1. That's it. There are 6 more. Before you take the last one out, you've got to hang on to the outside of the door, or else it'll drop to the ground. It might drop to the ground. So I'm going to proceed to take out the other 6 screws. Okay, so all of the 7 screws are pulled out, and it didn't fall off, so I may have to wiggle it a little bit. Might have to scoot forward or back. I'll open the front door to make scooting it forward easy. Yeah, that seems to have done it. Except at the bottom there. Let's see what that hang up is. Oh, one screw didn't come out. Too hasty. There we go. Now, voila. And there's the soundproofing layer. That's the next thing that has to be peeled back. And for that, it's handy to have a putty knife, which I had here. I'll find it and get it back to you. And it's done. Here's the putty knife. Okay? And it's got an adhesive on there, which is not in great shape anymore after how many years? But I'm going to try and salvage as much of that as possible because I don't want to bother putting any more adhesive on. You could just duct tape it on too if the adhesive's too much destroyed. I think this side is much worse than the other. Both doors had this same problem, so it's probably endemic to this model. And it's an easy fix if it's the same as the other door. Yeah, we're going to have to just tape this back up. Makes it slightly more complicated, not much. The soundproofing material is kind of flimsy and the adhesive's very strong. Okay, now we've removed the soundproofing material far enough out of the way so we can see what's going on. Take a look at the actuating arm for the window, and I'm going to use the control to put the window in the up position. Of course, the window is already up. We've shoved it up. But here goes. There's the arm. Goes up and down just fine. Nothing wrong with the gears or the motor. I'll show you what the problem is. When the window comes down, it's got this channel right here. There's a groove on the back side where my middle finger is. That's where this thing is supposed to be fitting, up in that groove. But especially when the arm goes down lower, well, it's still pretty far. The actuating arm is too far that way, and it easily pops out of the groove. The groove doesn't have much to retain this little butt. Maybe it should. So all I'm going to do is take this piece of metal that the actuating arm is on and pull it out. There we are. And slip it into the window. And now, voila, ladies and gentlemen, there we have the operating Saturn window. Then you put it back together and go